Hey guys, To The Moon Man here. Just for full transparency, this is 100% our own money that we are using to gamble with the $310 that we deposited on 5/22. We did play a little poker while we were waiting for some items to come in so we could start making the YouTube like the microphone, which is important so that you can hear me. Um, so we played a tournament. It was called a beginner tournament. So, obviously we just bought in for the first time on this particular casino. And I mentioned before that we were going to do some sports betting. Well, actually, this particular site does not have a sports book for whatever reason. I'm not sure. So that was a little bit new to me because I was looking it up yesterday or this morning where the bets were in the sports book to kind of like gauge what I'm going to do for today. And today is 5/28 of 2021. We bought in for $2.20 and we actually won that tournament. It was a beginner tournament. We cashed out $12.15. Then it looks like we bought in and just refunded that tournament. We just didn't want to play it. Then we played at $5.25. I think that was like a double or nothing. And you can see we're earning points here for the buy-ins. So we lost that tournament. Then I bought in for another Omaha, I think, high-low tournament for $5.50, top three pay. And I took second place in that one, and I got paid $13.50. And then, there's another person that plays on this poker on here too. So, they played about 3 or 4 tournaments, and they lost all those. Then looks like we had one cash out of $10, probably a double or nothing, where you pay in $5.25, and you get paid out $10. And as you can see, we're earning points, and let's see, some bonus money released to us for the points that we earned. It's a whopping $1.22, but hey, we didn't buy in for a lot of money on the poker, so that was released to us on 5/26. So as you can see, that the bonuses will be released on whatever schedule that is. And like I said again, once we release all the bonus, because when you're playing on live roulette, bonuses will not be released on live roulette. It has to be, well, either in the sports book, which this one, like I said, we get some profit. Just want to take a moment to remind you that we are going to take a small balance. And also, I have a Twitter. My Twitter is To The Moon Man. I have sports bets on there, and also see down here on the bottom, the balance is $767.14. How is this possible? Well, if you add up the two totals that I showed you in video number 1, be playing randomly because it is a random game. I have a lot of strategies available to me. A lot of them are basically a minimum of $1,000 bankroll. So we do have to make a little bit of profit before we can start some other strategies, but we're going to vary up the strategies so that they can't track or try to have some kind of program in place where they kind of figure out what you're trying to do, or if you keep playing the same way, they'll figure it out, and then you'll start to lose. So we will be randomly doing different strategies, different bets, different styles, mixing it up, maybe even mixing it up in a session. But here's the other thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is, okay, let's say you win $1. Okay, your bankrolls, you put in $300. Okay, we're gonna probably be starting out with dollar bets. I wish they had 50 cents here so we could play some of the inside numbers, but it's kind of a little bit too expensive at this point to be playing inside numbers. I mean, we could be playing like corners. Let's say you win $1, okay, and you start out with a smaller bankroll. And this is what I was kind of talking about in video number 1, is where I could see the light. Well, if I could win $1 consistently, well, why can't I win 10? And if I could win $10 consistently, why can't I win 100? And you can just go on from there. So the main goal is not the dollar amount. I guess it times out pretty fast here. So anyways, if you're into like day trading and that kind of stuff, you have to set a stop loss or a loss amount that, you can't be risking $767 to make a dollar, okay? That's just crazy. So, okay, we're trying to make 30 bucks here. So what's a realistic amount? I'm going to say like around 100 bucks, If we lose 100 bucks, we're done. Maybe, and now this is the other thing that people don't realize. Let's say you're at $25 and you're not feeling it. Maybe you're a little tired. Your strategy needs to change. I mean, I don't know how many times, when I was playing before, it's like, oh yeah, well, I want to hit my profit target of $30 or let's say $300 or whatever your profit target is. And you're at, let's say, $275. Well, I just want to make an extra 25 bucks. And then you end up giving all your profit away and then digging in and losing more. Just walk away. If you're, of course you don't know that at that particular moment, but once you get more experienced and you start to figure things out, you're like, hey, taking more risk now is not the best idea. I'm up $275 or $27 or whatever it is, trying to make that extra $3, and then, then you hit a cold streak, and then all of a sudden, your balance is going, oh man, but I just wanted to make a little bit. Then, okay, well then you start to chase. If I only bet a little bit bigger now, I can make it all back. Oops. Well, then now you lost again. And the thing that you didn't want to happen, now that you spent like an hour or two, getting your profit, it's all gone in 15 minutes. Oops. Then you start to chase some more and you're like, oh, well, I brought more money with me. I got an extra 1,000. Let me take that out. Bang, you throw it down on the table, you bet $500 and you lose. So now, okay. So now you're like, well, I got 500 left, I can still win it back. And then, well, they take that too. Who hasn't been there? Who hasn't done it? We've all done it. We've all been there. We've all chased. That's how the casinos make their money. They're not stupid. They have an unlimited bankroll basically. You don't. So that's why you have to be conservative. You have to be cheap. I wouldn't be. This is going to be like your profession. If you're going to go to your profession, you're here to make some money. You got to have your mindset correct. Put on a suit. Do what you have to do. Take a shower, drink your coffee. And when you sit down and you play, listen to some meditation music. There's a lot of different tricks and things you can do to set your mind right. But if your mind is not right, if you're arguing, if you're having a bad day, then just don't play. Skip that day. It's okay. The game will wait. It'll be there tomorrow. This thing will be here 24 hours a day. It's not going anywhere. It will be around. Okay. So that's my goal. Is play one session a day. One session a day, and we will make some profit. Maybe we'll lose. Who knows? I can't win every day. I can't win every time. Now the other thing that I want to talk about, and this is kind of going off on my tangents again, is okay. Holy cow! I made $1. Woo! Whoop! Whoop-de-doo! $1. Wee! Okay, so let's say you start out with $100 and you make $1. Okay. Well, what's going on today with the banks? Okay. You could have like $1,000 in the bank account, and I'll try to see if I can show it later. And within a month time, what interest rate do you get? hey, and you make $1. Well, you just basically made your entire interest in the bank account on one spin. Okay. So, I mean, what's wrong with making $1 a day off $100? I mean, it should be pretty easy to do, but a lot of people don't do it. Why? Because they just don't think that way. And that's what I'm here to do is I'm trying to teach you guys, don't drink, make sure you're in a positive environment, make sure you're ready to play. If you do all these things and you start thinking about, your strategy, your profit goal, your target, your stop loss, you're going to start winning, okay? So anyway, without further ado, we're going to start to play. Here we go.